What's good, everybody? It's your boy Marz Eternal, and I was in the shower. You know, I was getting ready. Got a knock at the door. The delivery man was there and dropped it off. So I got it right here. Bam! There it is. All right, everybody, y'all ready to open it? I'm just here. It is. Yeah, I don't even know how to do this. I've never done an unboxing on stream, at least I don't think. So let's try to get this going. But yeah, no, it is a huge box. I was looking at the at like the shipment stuff when it was coming, and it said this was 16 pounds. I was like, damn, this is serious. I promise I'm actually let you guys see it. I know it's like all big in the camera. Hold on, let me try to. I don't want to tear the box up too much. Oh boy. You think holding it sideways is bad? No, this is probably the ugliest and the worst. Jesus Christ. Okay. It's probably the worst unboxing of all time. Alright. There's the first thing you get to see. Is that PlayStation logo. Oh boy. Alright. Let's some more boxes, boys. They're trolling me. Oh no. Okay, this one has a nice flap at the top. I'm gonna set this down. I think I'm gonna pull this stuff out. So here's the controller. I got one in the mail already, so we have two. There's the AC adapter. That probably doesn't matter to you guys, but I am very glad that this is, you know, they're still going forward with that universal AC adapter, so we don't have to deal with any more of this type of nonsense right here. Very glad to see that. When you're somebody who has 1,000 systems, it's great to be able to interchange cords. Here's the manuals. Here is the vertical stand, which should have been something that came with the PS2. But here's the vertical stand. This looks very extreme. So, or excuse me, it's not a vertical stand because it is a vertical console. This is the horizontal stand. You know, when I look at something like this, as a game collector, I'm just imagining myself 20 years in the future, going to a used game store, buying a yellowed ass PS5, and it just not having this, or having this but it being taped together. That's all I can see. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Alright. Here's the HDMI cable. Okay. It's kind of big, but I guess not. It's not the monster that I thought it was, but it is still pretty big. I have the PS2 back here, so we can't compare. So here it is, everyone. Here is the machine. Yeah. It looks like some sort of alien space engine. Here it is. I thought, shouldn't there be some at the bottom to connect the stand to? Or is it I guess it is a vertical stand. Wait, what? How does this work? Okay, I guess it is a vertical stand. What the heck? I thought it needed a horizontal stand for some reason. I feel like I've seen people setting it on the side with the stand. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. But yeah, here it is right here. Here is the PS5. It's the PS5. It's pretty ridiculous, especially because I know most of you guys in here are my age or older. So, you know, unlike Sega or Nintendo or something, we've been there from the very start for the PlayStation. So it just seems crazy. And I can't keep up with the numbers now. It's kind of like my age. You know, I just tell people I'm 30 something. It's a PS something at this point. Because I don't know. But yeah, it is pretty big. I think the only reason I'm saying it's not that big is because the pictures had me thinking it was like a monster, like it was like a desktop PC. But for a console, it is still pretty big. No, there was nothing else in the box. It was just the cables, the controller, the manuals, and the console. But I have the controllers here. And now what is very funny is that if anybody out there is unable to get a PlayStation 5 and you just want to use the controller, you can plug this up to the PS3 and use it. Now, I didn't say that incorrectly. You can plug it up to the PS3 and use it. Now, I don't know if there's been an update, but of course, the first thing I tried to do when I got it was plug it up to the PS4, and that did not work. And it does work on PC, but it's not very good. Like emulators or something, you can like get it to work. But it did work with the PS3. It didn't have every single function. Like I think the PS button didn't work. But yeah, so if you must try it out, you can do that. One detail that I can't really show, but I know you can find articles of it because it's extreme. I'm not even gonna try it. I know it's extremely small, but no, there's a little detail on the back, like the little grip. You can find articles about it though. There's a little grip, and the grip is not. It's not just little dots. It's actually small squares, circles, triangles, and X's in true PlayStation fashion. So that's pretty dope. It's possible there's some detail like that somewhere on the PlayStation 5 as well, but you know, I have to find that off stream. I hate white consoles, man. My Dreamcast is still holding on. It doesn't look brand new, but it looks decent. But I can just see it being yellow. I can just see it already. And I can just see these being broken off, right? You go get a used one at GameStop that some kid had, and I don't know. Yeah, it's a very interesting console. What is cool is that it has a USB-C. It has a USB-C port right on the front, which is interesting. So like it has a regular USB, but also a small USB-C. And the controllers, of course, do use USB-C. Oh, okay, there we go. There's some little detail right there. That might be big enough to show on the camera. Let's see. Can you guys see those button shapes right there? Don't you? Right? Like the Chappelle Show. Don't drop that shit. That's how I feel. That is definitely how I feel. It does have the address to the Sony headquarters on the back. It does not appear. Yeah, like all right here. It has the square, triangle, circle, and X. So it does have some pretty dope detail. Yeah, this thing looks like an Alienware computer. Straight up looks like an alien. Like if I went to Best Buy and I saw this and I had no context, my first thought would be it's a slimline Alienware computer. Yeah, what a ridiculous console. That thing just looks outrageous. I was able to get it via the Sony invitation thing, which all you had to do is go in there and put your PSN name. They would like send you an email if they selected you. And I feel like that criteria is probably just based on how much of your life you've wasted playing PlayStation games. And as you know, for me, it's been a lot. So straight from them. They also include this little thank you card. It's over on my couch. So yeah, this little thing right here. And this also has a code on the back. Don't copy it. It says something about congratulations, you big dummy. You've wasted so much of your life on PlayStation. We had no choice but to give you this because we know you would have bought it anyway. That's what it says here. Well, not give. I mean, you know, I still paid for it. But yeah, so there it is. There it is. That's what happens when you are a lifelong PlayStation fan. You get to spend $500 sooner than everyone else for something that's surely going to break down, that they're then going to re-release for $400 with much better technology. That's what happens when you are a loyal customer. Okay. Like I said, we have the PS2 back here. So let me set this next to the PS2 so you guys can see it. Look at that. That, I can't lie, that is pretty big. So like I was saying, I do have, well, okay. Here's an original Xbox One. That's the reason I have that box over there. I just got this from someone. There it is compared to the giant VCR. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. There it is compared to the VCR. Can you see that? Still a lot taller. Here is the original Xbox. This of course is not a vertical system, but I think it will stand up. Okay. Can you guys see that in the middle there? It's about that tall. So, yeah, you honestly, you could fit about 4 Dreamcasts in this thing. Look at that. Look at that compared to the little small Dreamcast. Look at that. So yeah, it is pretty big. I do have this, well, only part of the Sega Megazord here. And let's see. Okay. So this one is just barely, I guess you could say, wider. So the only thing that is wider is a Sega CD. So this is the only thing that I think that we have that is longer. And then of course, this could be even longer because there is another adapter that you can use to connect the Model 1 Genesis to the Model 2 Sega CD. So this here is definitely longer than the PS5, and then this is just barely longer. So you've done it. This was the goal Sega was reaching for this entire time. Now I got all these consoles. I don't even know what to do with all of them. Grab this thing and set it here so we can all see it. Okay, so there's the PS5. We have the PS5. Let's take a look at a few other things. So I do have 2 games for PS5. I have Spider-Man Miles Morales and I have Demon Souls. So here's Demon Souls. And I know what you all are waiting to see. And of course, we're officially 100% out of the era where games come with books or even an insert. There's nothing in here but the disc. There's nothing here but the disc. So instruction booklets are 100% dead. As a matter of fact, so are safety warnings. At least they would give us the safety warning insert. So 1/3 of the game collecting trifecta is officially gone. And it looks like these are on 4K Blu-rays, Ultra HD Blu-rays. But hell yeah, Lord Taco, you know, I'm too old for digital only. I wouldn't have, you know, if it came to like, oh, you can get a PS5, but it's got to be digital, I just wouldn't have even done it. Would not have even done it. But nope, Queasy, it does not have other languages on the back. I'm sure some games might. But that's the back of the box there. There's the front of the box for Demon Souls. And we also have Spider-Man. Oh. Okay, we do have an insert. But of course, they are inserts, but of course they're inserts just for digital games. So there's that. And there's that one. It's just Spider-Man Remastered. So I guess the disc only has Miles Morales on it. I guess. Actually, at this point, I feel like all game discs are just... they just have nothing on it. And then you put the game in, then it downloads. So we do have Spider-Man Miles Morales. And it has a cool alternate cover, it looks like here. Very comic bookish. This is I guess you can call it a variant. It's a comic book variant. Miles on it. I can't hold it in any longer. It's time for me to play my 8K system on my now ancient 4K TV. It's been a dope stream. I mean, I've been trying to get out of here. Thank you to everybody. Totally appreciate it, 100%. But yeah, I'm about to go play this PS5. So thank you guys for coming through, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.